Hello, 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 everybody! We're back to streaming. Alright, let's check that we're live. We got audio. We're all good to go. We're up in update 26.1.1. Oh, really, it's just 26.1. And so I have not had a chance to look at what this update actually adds or removes or anything like that. So, as per usual, we're starting off the stream by... we're actually going to be starting off the stream by turning on the camera. Hey, yo! Welcome, everybody. Let's turn on our glasses. And let's turn on the headphones. There we go. So, today, just as usual, when we're updating something to the new version, we gotta update the card game hub to the new version. So we scroll down to command format and see what happens. So we have a /swing command, very nice. This is exactly what I was thinking of trying to use for Zombicide, but forgot that it was actually in this version rather than the next one. So we can now use that. Yes. Let's see. What else did they add? Tags, don't care. Feature tags. I hope I don't have to care about that. Data-driven villager trades. Very nice. I hope I don't have to care about that. Environment attributes. This might mess up the biomes. Like it might mess up some of the custom biomes. We shall have to see about that. So we have environmental attributes. Might mess up the dimensions/biomes. Okay. Oh, and we also have data pack version. So, whoa. Oh, they really changed that. 4,786. What? Oh, never mind. 101.1. Holy smokes, they went over 100 with the data pack version? Wow, okay, that's impressive. Resource pack version, 84.0. Okay, very nice. Let's see. Fluid tags, I hope I don't have to care about that. Item tags, don't care. Lightmap debug renderer. Huh. Move to exclusive with FPS, TPS, and networking charts. Shows the lightmap texture in real time on the bottom right corner of the screen. One represents sky levels, the other is block light levels. Okay. I hope that's okay. Loot context, don't care. Loot functions, don't care. Number providers, don't care. Options, exclusive full screen. Okay. I'm sure it's fine. Protocols, potion tags, predicates. Doesn't change anything that I already have. Exactly matches the value of an environment attribute. Okay, don't use any of those. Time markers. I hope I don't have to care about that. Trade sets, don't care. World clocks might be... Well, that might be helpful for maybe a couple purposes. What's up, Phantom Toast? Yeah, I'm in drawing land. Nice. Let's see, world clocks might be helpful, but I don't think so. Okay, changes to blocks and whatever else. We don't care about that. We're going to scroll all the way down to the command format. We have /time. I don't use that. Fetch profile. Don't use that. Yeah, I don't actually use this anywhere. Trading, general, block model, block states, creative mode, data component format. I don't think I use any of that. The default components report generator no longer outputs files for entries. I don't know what that means. What's up, CJ Purple Princess? What's up? The party can now be started. We got Fam the Toast and CJ in the chat. Good to see y'all. Okay. We're currently scrolling through the Minecraft wiki on update 26.1 to see if anything too serious has changed. Game rules. I don't think that changes anything. Game tests. I don't use those. Items model definition. Yeah, I don't think I use any of that. Special model types. I don't think I use that. Level.dat. Ooh. Now that's a serious change. That is a very serious change. This changes everything about how the world is actually done. We saw this with the level.dat. Like, when it got corrupted the first time, I imported the one from Hermitcraft Season 3. That's why there's Hermitcraft on the Tabletop Gaming Hub. But if this changed, let's pay special attention to this. Make sure things are okay. Player's been replaced with that. Difficulty-related settings have been moved to that. Okay, nothing too serious yet. Ender Dragon Fight, we don't have that. Oh, you can activate the Dragon Fight in other dimensions. That's fun. I don't actually use that, though. Wandering Traders has been moved out of that folder. Custom Boss moved out. Weather-related, scheduled events. I don't use any of those. Game Rules has been moved out of the data folder. World Gen Settings. Don't think there's anything there. World Clocks. Okay. Maybe too technical for most readers to understand. Okay. This is my time to shine. All default dimensions are now stored in the Dimensions subfolder. Woof. Now, this is a big change. For context, let's open up the... If you open up the Tabletop Gaming Hub, you see this Dimensions folder? This is where all the different board game and card game dimensions are stored. That's a big change. Because previously, like... The end is in dimension 1, nether is stored in dimension -1, -1, and the overworld stored in region. This might mess up a lot of things. Okay. Player storage is moved to the player's subdirectory. That, ooh, it even changes stats. Yikes. That's a big one. Okay. The World Resource Pack has been moved to the Resource Pack subdirectory. I don't know if that changes anything about the server necessarily, but that is a big change as well. Data saved in data folders, now namespaced. Blah, 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 blah. Scoreboard.dat. Possibly one of the most important. Yeah, that is here. Here. This guy storing all the scoreboards for things like the trivia games and things like that, and also stores all the scoreboards for all the games as they're actively being played. They're all stored right here. And if those got moved, there's potential for an awful lot. Command storage is now stored. Oh boy. Oh, yes. Yeah, so I use that for Ticket to Ride, Sudoku, and Checkers, as well as a handful of other things. Basically, all the black magic that I've been doing for, like, storing things in, like, a cloud and then doing, like, the list manipulation stuff, anything involving list that I've been doing, are all done with these files right here. Which includes things like Ticket to Ride, Sudoku, Checkers, Collapsy, Wait, when do I use it in Sudoku? Oh, with the particle things, with the drawing paths. Oh boy, that is a big change. Okay, there's potential for a lot to be messed up. Oh, data for maps. Thankfully, I don't use maps. Well, I do use maps for code names, but well, code names might actually fix itself. Okay, so that might actually be nice. Chunks.dat. I don't know what that does, but that sounds big. No more raids end. Thank you. That was dumb. Structures saved by structure blocks have been moved. Oh, they just renamed the folder. But also, yeah. Minecraft structures. It just changed from structures to structure. That could be a big change. It might mess up master resets. Okay. The algorithm that maps block and skylight levels to show how bright things appear on screen has been fully rewritten. Oh boy. A new algorithm that is supposed to mostly provide the same results as the previous one, but it is simply more straightforward. Darkness effect and world darkening effect of the Wither fight now works the same way. Night vision now applies to ambient light. Other aspects of the algorithm have changed. Okay, so lighting has changed. I don't use that very often, but okay. Oh, I should probably turn on some music. So this is what happens when you don't stream for multiple weeks at a time. I've forgotten all about how to actually do it. Whoops. Okay. Good kid. Let's turn on some good kid. I was watching Lapido Castle in the Sky. There we go. Okay. Still reading to the wiki. Light map shader. I don't think we use that anywhere. Let's make sure. Can y'all hear the music okay? Is it overshadowing too much? Okay. Loot function. Set instrument. I don't think that does anything. Or at least I don't use it. Remove the name tag from loot chests. Okay, fine. Mob variants should be fine. Oh, yay! That's good. Mob sound variant. Ooh, I have a new variant called Royal. Interesting. Huh. How interesting. But those are sound variants. We don't care. Options has now been in the pause menu has been replaced with a button leading to a new screen for world options. Uh-huh. Okay. Updated the panorama. Predicates. I don't think I use that. Recipes. I definitely don't use those. Skip. Rendering. Some changes have been made to the way block states render in places like Enderman held blocks, block display entities, and etc. Block enchantment tables, block DT special renders. I don't think I use any of those. End gateway and end portal. Okay. Resource pack. Let's see. Glow particles are now opaque. Remove the demo back on PNG and fade pop-up back on PNG sprite. Don't know what that means. Updated Mule Baby and Donkey Baby. Sure. Updated the pup. Sure. Shaders and post-process effects. I don't think I use any of those. Sounds. I definitely don't use any of those. Tags. Block tags. Don't use those. Enchantment tags. Don't use those. Item tags. Don't use those. Text component format. Okay, this might be a big one. Let's check. NBT. As a result of the NBT text component, when the interpret field is set to false, are now pre-printed instead of being flattened into a single text component. Contents of the NBT block fields are no longer assigned to reject and replacing fields. The field entity no longer accepts trailing data after selector. Huh. Object. Fallback. Selector. Okay. I don't think that changes too terribly much. Because I didn't... Like... so here's what I assume this is about. What I assume might end up changing is the way that... like, you know those, like, printouts of, like, hey, it's not your turn. I think those might update. Those might be changed. But also I don't think they will. Well, more accurately, the things that would change is, like, so-and-so won the game. Like, but I don't use any of this, so should be okay. Edit new block textures, new entity textures, fine. Renamed, don't care. Oh, actually, I might care. Because this could potentially mean the texture pack might not work. Okay. So I think this updates the texture pack more than the... Okay. So we need to update this texture pack. Specifically, the thing to check here is like the invisible pigs. I might have to change the textures there. And then moved. I don't think I use any of those. Timelines, I don't use those. UI. Upgrade and play. Edit world has been disabled until upgraded. So I assume that's all the upgrades that need to be done. User interface. Okay, I'm sure that's fine. Okay. World generation. I don't use any of this. What we want to search for is biome color related things, because those do pop up in the game. Those are like the custom color biomes, like the bridge and Crazy Eights and Azul all use custom biome colors. And I don't see anything there, so should be fine. Okay, and then the bug fixes, I integrated and all that. Okay, so decently big changes. There's potential for a lot to break. So let us begin with Card Game Hub, the latest backup of the world. Upgrade and play. Here we go. Let's create a backup. Oh, they changed the display for that. That's good. Please not close the game and shut off your device. Sounds good. So in the meantime, we can chat with y'all. How are y'all doing? How's y'all's spring break been? Phantom Toast, I believe, yes, still on spring break. My spring break ended last week. So, yeah. Should be nice. Today, my plan was update the server and also get back to working on Clue. Because with Clue, I've had some ideas. And for the first time ever, I'm actually going to be scaling back on Clue. Specifically, I'm going to scale it back on the whole idea of having everything being procedurally generated. So we're not going to have the mansion be completely custom generated every time. There's going to be a handful of fixed hallway arrangements that I know work, and there's going to be, with like specific room arrangements, the rooms can be scrambled around, but there's going to be a fixed set of hallway arrangements that I know for a fact work. That way the rooms don't get accidentally blocked. So, yeah. Phantom Toast is getting back into an art groove. That's amazing. CJ is good. Just editing for internships. How shocking, but hey, editing fun things too. Awesome. Holy smokes, 0.5 gigabyte. That is impressive. Okay. So we may have to update the texture packs to make everything work properly. I don't know why I have first world copy. That is actually from a different series. So, and also that world doesn't exist anymore because that was a backup of a backup. So, yeah. I'm testing out I've got a test world for some ideas. Okay. Scanning files. I still have this level at that. Okay. Starting the upgrade. Cool. So. And okay, so we gotta update the data packs. File fix. What's going on here? Probably shouldn't open that folder while this is going. Okay. This might take a while. Kind of wish I'd started this earlier, but oh well. I mean, I literally cooked dinner right before the stream, and then the dinner finished cooking basically 5 minutes before it started, so I didn't have time to eat the dinner. Whoopsie poopsie. That does mean that I'm going to be ending at pretty exactly at 9 o'clock, just because the yeah, just because gal's got to eat. Okay, what can we do while we... Oh, we're moving files. Upgraded 36, total 36. There's only 36 world files? Really? Wow. Moving files. Yeah, so a bunch of stuff got moved around. And then we got to test, did that break anything? Did that break any of the games? Did that break the biomes? Did that break the custom dimensions? There's a lot of very sensitive things with the Tabletop Gaming Hub. And then, of course, once we do that, we then got to update that on the server. And that's going to be a whole thing. Do you want to join the world now? Yes. Yeah. Oh, errors are preventing the data world pack from loading. I figured as much. Okay. Yep. Biomes got all kinds of messed up. Okay. Of course, all the custom dimensions have their own biomes, which... Failed to delete doesn't sound empty. Yeah. Oh. Using a DMC edit type temp. Okay. Failed to load dimension type. Okay. Let's go back. And, okay, so now that the world is upgraded, we now need to fix some issues here before we're able to actually pop onto the world. So 5D chess type, what went wrong? Aha! We're missing info about the Ender Dragon fight and stuff like that. Okay. Right. So we gotta make some edits to every single... Whoa, wow. That is a much smaller world file thing. Holy moly. Okay. That's going to take some getting used to. Alright, let's look at Boy Game Hub. Okay, so dimension type. If we pop into here, this is the info about the custom dimensions, in this case the one for 5D chess. So we're going to need to open up the data pack generators. And we want to generate dimension type. And development version, that's fine. Okay. And the string, don't care. Has Ender Dragon fight. We want to make that false. Okay. So I think we just gotta add that to all the dimensions. So that's somewhere around here in the list of attributes that this thing has. Has Ender Dragon fight? False. Okay. That's a pretty straightforward change. Okay. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. We just open up all the files at once. There we go. Copy paste it into the exact same space because every single one of the dimensions is exactly the same. At least as far as the attributes and stuff go. The custom biomes are specific to to the individual arenas themselves, and they don't go beyond the actual. They don't go to the actual dimension. I think this is the first I've heard of custom biomes. Ooh. Yes, there was the April Fool's update with the extra dimensions. And yeah, that's exactly what I use. See, this is one of those cases of, it's kind of an example. You know how you have the whole thing of like, we have all this crazy technology with satellites and whatever else, and we use it to share cat videos? That's what this is. We have crazy tech that allows you to literally create custom dimensions with world gen and biomes and things like that. And I'm using it to stash all the card games and board games in separate areas. I'm literally using them to separate the arenas. Now, that does make things a little bit easier because it makes it easy to tell like what game you're in. Like the whole predicate. Whenever I have like predicate pandemic in dimension or something like that, that's basically localizing it to say like, hey, if you're in this game arena and you have all these other properties, then execute this. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's over the top. It's probably a lot of extra effort than what's really necessary, but also, I guess the alternative to that would be like creating separate servers for each game, which might actually be justified for some games like Minesweeper, for example. Like if I could just isolate that to one individual server, that might actually be a good idea, just because that would allow you to have bigger Minesweeper maps. And any other really super laggy game, probably best isolated to a separate server. I don't have that right now, because I don't know how to implement that. But I guess if we want to talk about like hopes and dreams, like the dream is to, again, the dream for this whole thing is to basically be like a Hypixel for card games and board games. So like thousands of players running between the games, playing them all simultaneously. And this is basically one of the things that Hypixel does is it isolates the different mini games to entirely separate servers. That's why whenever you click join game, it literally has the loading screen as though you're joining a separate server, because you are. It's all a network of servers. That's how they do that. So that might be, as part of the grand dream, that might be worth looking into at some point. It's going to be a long time before that ever happens. Okay. Let's see if we're able to load up the world now. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, we're good. We're in. Okay, so no major issues with the dimensions or the biomes or anything like that. I don't know why those... Oh, those are the force-loaded chunks. That's for the card game and board game hub areas themselves. That's kind of interesting, though. All right. Welcome to the card game hub. We gotta turn on a... Whoa. Resource packs over here. Okay. So we gotta update the resource pack. This is now resource pack version 84.0. And let's see what broke with the resource pack. Ooh, world options. It's kind of cool. All right. Let's load up. Oh. Really? They broke my black screen for the resource packs. Instead I get this blinding red. I hate this red. One of the worst things that they ever did. Accessibility settings. Monochrome logo on. Alright. Here we go. Alright. So far the texture packs look okay. let's test out one of the single player games, such as. Okay, well let's actually test out the let's test the custom biomes first. So I know Crazy 8 has a custom biome. Let's go there. Okay, good. The particles are still working. That's a good sign. Yes! Okay, biomes are still working. Excellent. Whoa. Okay, this is something that I failed to anticipate. See, one of the things about the arenas is that they're always bright. They have full bright basically on. Which, on the one hand, is kind of nice because I don't have to worry about lighting. On the other hand, is bad because, well, sometimes there's times when I wish we could actually play around with lighting a little bit. But now it seems the full bright doesn't work anymore. What I'm wondering is, can I get it to work again? Okay. So this might be a huge issue for an arena like Whist, for example, where I know for a fact I did not implement any lighting because I assumed that it would... Yeah. Ooh. That really kind of adds to the, like, Dark Tavern kind of feel. But yeah, this is... Oh. Aha. Pigs. Okay. This also gives us this also shows us the pigs look incorrect. They should be invisible because that's how the chairs work. Okay. Pig. Let's see. So I believe the thing said change to pig cold, pig temperate, and pig worm. Okay. Now here's the debate. Okay, good. Pigs are invisible again. Okay, now here's the debate. Do we attempt to turn full bright back on? Or... So, the alternative... Oh, where's my operator tabs? Excuse me. Thank you. So the alternative to having full bright is to spam the arena with light blocks, which is certainly an option. Like that totally could work. Oh. I think my sound is off. Yeah. Wait, where's the... I just want to have like a special sound. I guess it's a fully functional piano now. Okay. So the alternative to full bright is spamming light blocks everywhere. So. But the issue with spamming full bright, the issue with spamming light blocks, it means we have to update every single arena. Do we want to do that? Yes, it gives us more control over the actual... It gives us more control over how the arenas look. But do we want to go through the effort of updating all of the current games to spam light blocks where needed? CJ, looking at you. Because this is primarily going to be your work, unfortunately. Because my solution is just going to be /fill light block. And that might not look the best. So, CJ, looking at you, do you want to put in the effort to do that? Or, although, maybe, okay. Alternatively, it might actually be, you know what might be a good idea, actually. Let's see if we can turn full bright back on. Because I personally don't feel like doing that. I personally don't feel like dealing with lighting. However, if we decide that we want an arena to have dark areas. You haven't seen the new additions. Oh, yeah. Here's an idea. If we decide that we want lighting to be a factor in how things look, we can turn it back on. Like, we can... Yeah, isn't that what a skylight is supposed to do? Ooh, hang on. Yeah, so let's see if we can turn the full bright back on, and then we'll turn it off for the individual games as we want to. I think that's a good compromise. So, for example, a game like Coup is currently insanely dark, and the arena itself is already pretty dark and dingy. And I feel like having the lighting in it also be dark and dingy would kind of defeat the purpose at that point, because then you literally can't see anything. Yeah, you literally can't see anything. Okay. And I guess that's kind of cool, but no, the tinted glass already does a lot for dinginess. So let's see if we can turn full bright on for here. And I suspect potentially ambient light 15 might be able to do exactly that. Let's see. The other worry is that mobs might end up spawning inside the lobbies, which is not ideal. Okay, let's see if we can turn full bright back on, specifically in Coup. Let's see. Nope, that is not full bright. Okay. Let's see. Okay. What else can we manipulate in here? Wait, what? Ambient light 15. Okay. What does... 4 block. Yeah, I want skylight. How do we get the skylight to do its thing? If I have has skylight true, I want ambient light 15. I mean, I guess that makes the rest of the biome look... It makes the rest of the place look like the sun always. But I want there to be... I want the gamma to be up always. How do we do that? What's cardinal light? Skybox. Okay. Let's see. So presumably this is part of the lighting engine changes. Okay. Alternatively, we could just spam light blocks. That is a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Dimension type. Ooh, hold up. I wonder if... Ooh, light map hidden. Let's see what this new light map thing actually looks like. Let's see, F3, 4. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this thing's completely dark. Okay. How do we turn the full bright back on? Is that not what ambient light does? Okay. Let's go over here. Okay. Mincerraft wiki. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Look at that. The search bar says Mincerraft wiki. That's pretty funny. Hi, I'm Minwi. Need support? No. Jeez, even the Minecraft wiki has the chatbots. Okay. I want dimension type. Okay. What's the start light level? Ambient light. How much light the dimension has. When set to 1, there is no ambient lighting. What? Huh? Has fixed time. What? Okay. So what does that do, though? That is unfortunate. Okay. Okay, so also ambient light 15 is not the actual way to do that. What if we make it 0.9? Okay. Let's turn that off because that looks unhelpful. Huh. Okay. Let's see if that did something. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Nope. Why does Fulbright not work anymore? That is unfortunate. Okay, what other options do we have? Cardinal light nether. What does that do? What does cardinal light do? Direction of the cardinal light affecting blocks. I don't know what that means. You know what? Let's just mess around and see what it does. Update this to nether. Why the heck not? I do want to try to get Fulbright working again. We can turn it off in individual games that where we don't want the Fulbright, where we want to actually have cinematic lighting or something like that. I've been describing a lot more things as cinematic recently. Okay, still doesn't work. Okay, excuse me. Let's try Skybox End. What are the options for Skybox? None, overworld, and end. Okay. Yeah, let's try end. Why the heck not? Okay. Whoa. Oh, now it's now it's extra dark. Nope, definitely don't want that. Okay. How about none? Okay, now there's no sun. Okay, at least the sun makes it look like something. Okay. So we want the overworld skybox. Cardinal light, I guess let's do default. Okay. No one would try to assassinate or attack people in broad daylight. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But again, the room's already pretty dingy. Like, it already looks pretty dark and dingy. So, I don't think having all the full darkness like this is actually necessary. Again, we can play with lighting. Like, this does not give us the ability to play with lighting. I just want the ability to not have to do that. You know? Like, yeah. Like, yeah, I can spam the ceiling with light blocks. But I'd like to not have to do that. Okay. And I don't know what I'm doing, so... Unfortunately, I think we're just gonna have to... Ooh, I wonder if Dimension itself has something. I am going to ask the Minecraft Commands Discord server for, hey, what the heck? Where's my Fulbright? I want Fulbright. Okay. Okay. New post. All right. Kind of looks like shaders. It's intense. Yeah. Yeah, fair. Okay. Custom dimensions used to be always bright. Update broke that. How to fix? I had custom dimensions in my data pack where the lighting acted like it was always on. There was no need for light sources, for light blocks, because everything was always bright regardless of whether it was inside a structure. This broke in upon upgrading to update 1.26.1, and I would like to re-enable that Fulbright. How do I do that? without spamming light blocks everywhere. I attached the dimension and dimension type files that I've used. Okay. And I guess we can attach the speed one. So that's, we upload the dimension and dimension type, which would be, for example, speed type. Okay. This is a data packs issue. And I guess world gen? Yeah. Post. Okay. Let's ask nice people on this Discord server to see can we re-enable Fulbright? Because this is a new update that broke it, and I would like to not have to spam light blocks everywhere. Partly because that feels like a pain. Partly also, I worry about things like 5D chess, where the room expands, and I don't particularly feel like dealing with that. I don't particularly feel like, well, I guess that would be pretty straightforward to implement, just because the way that the rooms expand is like, it uses structure blocks to do it, so I don't see too many issues with that, but also I just don't feel like dealing with it. In fact, that might actually be a interesting example of using ambient lighting to truly make a backrooms feel. But also, again, I want the option of not dealing with that. And re-enabling it as we get better in arenas. So, while we wait for the nice people on the Discords to respond back and go, hey, you're being an idiot, do this. I am going to go through and update all the data pack stuff just so... It might also be data pack format doing that. Let's see. I don't think it is, but I guess we can give it a shot. Yeah, give me my Fulbright back, please. Okay, it did not fix it. Okay, you know what? It was worth a shot. Right, so we got to update all the data packs to format 101.1. I'm not gonna re-upload to the server just yet. Until we get that Fulbright issue working, I'd like to not have to... Well, I'd like to only have to upload once, because, I mean, 0.5 gigabyte of upload is a lot. It's a lot to upload and download. I guess the only other issue here is... Yeah, so I don't think too much would have gotten broken in this update. As far as functionality goes, it should be fine. Okay. CJ, when did you update the interiors of the houses? And also, did you change anything about the arenas themselves? because I want to make sure I have those actually on the backup here, just so that when I update a number of weeks ago, I can't remember. Okay. No arena changes. Okay, good. Okay, so just to make sure, I'm going to download just the overworld stuff from the server as it currently stands. Any further updates that you make to the overworld part of the server are not going to be reflected in the update. So just keep that in mind if y'all decide to do anything about that. Oh, what's this? A sneak preview of an upcoming series. Okay. App data. Domain. .minecraft. Saves. There we go. Card game hub. We want the latest version, which is should be 2026 0326. Good. Okay, let's. Oh, I need to. That's Minecraft 2. I need to add the new one. Okay, so host is this. Username Minecraft. Port 2970. Password. Show me the password. I am not showing that on camera. Nice try. Okay. All right. Okay, server, world, region. Okay, so all this stuff got moved now to overworld. Ooh, okay. So region can go into the region. Apply to the current queue. Hopefully nothing too terrible changed there. Holy smokes, there's an entire megabyte of entities here? What the heck? Why are there so many entities there? That's weird. Okay, move that to entities. Okay, that's nothing. No arena changes. Excellent. Okay. What else? We want POI. Why are there so many points of interest? That's weird. Okay. Copy those over. Apply to current queue. And then I guess data. What's in data? Data, Minecraft, chunk tickets, raids, and world border, which I don't use or care about. Okay. Very well. Okay, that should have updated everything. So, while we wait for the Discord people to respond, let's pop over to the main hub arena, the main hub area, and let's see what CJ has done. I'm very excited to see. I love how this project, like, more than anything, has brought together all my friends together into a big old thing. Okay, so open face Chinese poker, very nice. Looks kind of like the arena. That's awesome. And of course, the arena built by my brother. Hearts. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. It's like a miniature version of the arena. That's so awesome. Okay. Rummy. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. That was my goal, to show off the arena. That's so cool. Yeah, I imagine it would be difficult to do for like the purely just box arenas where I was. Oh, you added plants here. Nice. Bush. I had no idea they added bush box. Very nice. Oh, change the color of the windows. That's fun. I see you added a dark green. Very nice. Okay. Spades. Ooh. Very fun. That could not have been easy considering all the... That one's basically a pure box. Crazy eights. Oh, yeah. We haven't updated... Okay, this has the new updated... This definitely has the new updated rooms. That's so cool. Nice, you got all the four different colors for Crazy Eights. That's awesome. DOS. Ooh. Best game April 2026. Beware. Oh, that's amazing. Yep. I assume y'all have seen my April Fool's video. By far the most the densest editing job that I'd ever done. Ooh, which game is this? Spoons. That's so cool. Nice bamboo look. Awesome. I like it. Whist. Ooh. Yeah, this was definitely not here in just the update that I had. Oh, wow. Oh, this is so cool. It looked like the tavern. Very nice. Bridge. Ooh. I like. Ooh, you even got the lava. That's fun. Okay. I like how you like really emphasized where the teleporter blocks are. I almost feel like maybe this gets hidden, like the mud gets hidden amongst the blocks here. I like it. Yeah. DOS 100. Yep. DOS, the greatest game of all time. Tianlen. Oh, you got the Lily of the Valleys. Ooh. Holy smokes, that almost looks like a half trapdoor thing for the ochre frog lights. That's so cool. You get the bookshelves. Hold up. Are you able to add blocks to bookshelves in adventure mode? Yes. Oof. Okay, I gotta figure out how to lock. Actually, arena needed. Is that an issue? I don't know. Castle! Ooh, yay! I feel a little claustrophobic, but I like it. I feel like the ceiling's a little too low. But yay! Ooh, what's this? It's a pale oak sapling. Very nice. Yeah, don't fix it now. Because, yeah, I still gotta... Oh, by the way, so I know... Yeah, I guess it might be easier to model the houses after the arenas. But, yeah. There's just stuff to remember. Okay. This is so cool! Yeah. Oh, looks like Coup has not been updated. Okay. Madness. Also not updated. Okay. Text poker, not updated. Yeah, this is so cool, CJ. I love it. I love this so much. Apples to apples. Very nice. Excellent. Okay. Egyptian rat slap. Also not updated. I love it. I love it so much. This is so cool. Oh no, 99. Ooh. Nice, nice skulk shriekers here. And is this leaf litter? Holy smokes, this is amazing. I like it. That's so cool. I think you code them all. Well, dominoes. I like how you use the mushroom aesthetic. It's very nice. That's so cool. Yo, that is so insanely cool. Using the trapdoors as tables. Oh my goodness. Uno. This is cool. I like it. This one kind of looks, doesn't really look like they ran it very much, but yeah, I like it. Let's see. Collapsy. Not updated. Generals. Not updated. Projective set. You gotta have done projective set. Oh, no, you haven't. Okay. And this is literally like, this projective set is like your game. You absolutely dominated. Mini golf. Not done. Okay. Cool. Yay! Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay. Have you done any from the board game hub? Because, yeah, this is so insanely cool. Thank you so much, CJ. This is amazing. Okay. Projector set requires extensive thinking and aggressive separation of art from the artist. Okay. Minecraft decor is like pixel art, squared to me. Love the textures in Minecraft, and it's so cool to see how people utilize all the blocks. Yeah, it really is. It's so insanely cool. Especially when CJ's doing it. Okay. Let's see. You know what might be something worth doing? Maybe we can... So, since we're waiting to get Fulbright working again, we can't... The universe has been begging for this opportunity, because we can't really work on Clue without having Fulbright on. That would be dumb. I don't want to have to spam light blocks everywhere. But since we're waiting to turn Fulbright back on, we can work on the games that don't use an arena. Things like the neglected games, things like 52 card pickup and Quantum Go Fishes, you don't need cards for that. But like Floor is Lava, Laser Tag, 52 card pickup, the big and musical chairs. Those have been missing so far. And I think it's about time that we do something about that. I'm going to refill my tea, and we're going to see what we can do. Speaking of which, switching to using a pixel brush for all my art was a game changer for me. Ooh. So much easier to fix mistakes and not fair over transparency. That's so cool. Stole your chair. This one's going straight to the projector set hut once I figure out how to digitize a physical object. A chair, you say? Well, I do believe I have something in my saved hotbar specifically for that purpose. Did you say you wanted a functional chair? Wait, does this command not work anymore? Hello? Oh no. Does this command not work anymore? Oh. There we go. Well, what just happened? Okay. Can we get a chair, please? Oh. Wait, what? That is unfortunate. Chairs don't work anymore. Yes, there are in fact chairs. and they used to work. So what do you say we get them working again? Okay. There we go. Did somebody say functional chair? Does it actually look like I'm sitting in it? Good. Oh, I'm sitting on it backwards? Really? Ugh. I'm sitting backwards on this chair. You just can't win, can you? Okay, what's going on here? Oh. Okay. So the boat needs to also be tagged as a chair. So each chair is basically made up of 3 entities. There's the pig, which you sit on. There's like a pig, which is holding both a boat, which should be tagged as chair, and an armor stand, which is holding the chair item itself. Yay, there it is. You stole it back. Oh. There's a part of me that craves for the 2000s, 2010s. Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Totally made the glitter gifs. I hate how so many websites have become so corporate. And also, I recently found out about this from a Curtis Connor video. Transparent cover game controllers. This used to be a thing where like Xbox controllers would be transparent so you could see into the circuitry. This is insanely cool. Like, I love this. This I wish was more popular, because that is insanely cool. Okay, so that's a chair. Disabled slots, good. This boat needs to be tagged as chair. Oops, not pitch. I want the yacht to be 180. There we go. Okay. There we go. And it should look like I'm sitting in the chair in the proper direction, which I am. Very nice. Yep, okay, new chair. Yay! The chairs have now been fixed, everybody. We can all go home. There goes the chair. Okay, good. Yep, each chair is 3 entities. How do I... that's necessary set. I believe I set it to X. Yes. Okay. Clear that. Put that back in. And actually, you know what? This should be moved to slot 3. So this has the master reset sign and chair. You know, important things for the card game hub. And then I think I have it as Y3. Yes. There we go. We got a chair and the master reset sign. Okay, excellent. Right. So, chairs have now been fixed. Used to crave my Grammy's original Xbox. Nice. Nice. That's so cool. Okay, chairs work again. Ooh. Switch Joy-Cons. Yes. Yes, that's so cool. Yeah, I hate how everything's so bland and gray and ugh. It's like the landlord aesthetic has taken over everything. Like, bring back the ultra colorful makeup, bring back the ultra colorful websites that look like somebody like some unicorn vomited all over the website. Like, assault my eyes with glitter, please. I mean, this is kind of cool. It's kind of like MC Stacker is kind of cool, but that's because it's like dark mode and stuff like that. But like, bring back the custom. You know, like it looks the one that looks like a person made this rather than like a company. Yeah, basically, nuke Facebook from orbit and bring back custom websites. That's basically my solution to all of the world's problems. Okay, glam rock hair. Yes, yes. Okay, so let's do. So we gotta rebuild the we gotta rebuild some of these games, like 52 card pickup. Let's start with that one. So 52 card pickup. Nice and simple. Push a button, it drops a bunch of cards on the ground. Okay, pretty straightforward. The part that's not so straightforward is actually getting the cards to pop up. So let's see. How does this work? So we added picked up dummy, cards picked up, very nice. Create the cards, destroy, and then spread the cards everywhere. This is what needs to be updated. Okay. Gradients make the world go around. Yes. Use gradients for every single graphic. Yes. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Okay. There were also there's also a handful of things that come with the 52 code pickup. A set of command blocks that actually make it functional. So I'm gonna pop over to the ultra laggy area. You know what? Oh. You know what? I know exactly why this place is lagging so much. It's because of all the signs in such a densely compacted space. I think it's time that we finally did it. We're gonna nuke all the signs. So looking at negative 17, 56, 20. Old hub, it's been 84 years, yep. So specifically, we need to remove all the signs that are like game active, game, like the name of the game, that sort of stuff. And I know I put those on different types of signs. Like, I want to keep the CJ was here sign. Yep, because this is Snow Tater Mountain right here. So if we delete oak signs and acacia signs, and if we, there's a different type of sign, that's a crimson sign, we can keep that one. And CJ was here, what kind of sign is that on? That's on a birch sign. Okay. I'm going to specifically save that one because we got a nuke all the birch signs from orbit. Okay. And also these signs. Oh, is that a pale oak sign? Yes. Okay, that should be fine then. All right. So let's /fill this area. Air replace birch wall sign. Nuked from orbit. We also want to destroy all acacia. That's all the status games. And then also remove all oak wall signs. There we go. Wow, this place. Look how less laggy this is already. Oh. Hey, CJ, you survived. Your sign survived. I guess this one is in a selected area. Glad I saved it anyway. Okay. So all the status things can stay. All that can stay. All these signs have been removed now. Snowing's fancy sign over here is fine. What kind of sign is this? Oh, that's a mangrove sign. Okay. Let's also delete all the mangrove wall signs. There we go. Because we now have better ways to mark that something's under construction. Okay. And we keep, some of these signs can stick around because they're like, made by this person. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Yes. Oh, this has gotten... This has done so much for the lag of this place. Who knew that signs could contribute so much nonsense? Like, who knew? Okay. Right. And all these command signs are fine. Yeah, because all the world... Well, actually, all the world info has already been saved. And all of this info outside the arenas like this have already been saved. So I think we can go U 557721 over to U. Oof. Slash fill this area, air, replace, birch wall, sign. 104 signs. Holy moly. The world rejoices as the fierce battle against signs comes to an end. Well, it's because the signs have moved elsewhere. Now all the signs are in a different arena. But they're much more spaced out, so there's not so many signs per block anymore. There's not so many signs per chunk anymore. This is a huge win. Holy moly. Okay. And, most importantly of all, CJ was still here. Okay. Whew. Oh, hold up. Did Snow Tater Mountain survive? Yes, Snow Tater Mountain survived. So this place can still stick around without actively lagging the server. Well, it wasn't actively lagging the server because spawn chunks are no longer a thing. But yeah, I'm always here. I never left. Yes, CJ, you were. Okay. Now. We gotta get this circuitry with musical chairs moved somewhere else. This is the circuitry for Floor's lava. We gotta move that. Yeah. And then... okay. So this is all the... things for Moon Serpent. Wow. That's a name I hadn't heard in 50 years. Okay. Shut off the game with no more code items. Okay. So, this we're going to move to a function. We're going to move this to activeGame.mc function. Instead of 2 functions, there's going to be 3. Okay. So I gotta move here. Picked up, clear. We gotta move that in Minecraft Overworld. And this was kind of dumb having it on a conditional command block like that, so we're gonna fix that. does active game stuff. In fact, okay. Okay. Man, these command blocks have some history to them. So I think we'll keep the command blocks. We're just not going to be using them for anything. And we'll figure out something similar for floor is lava. Okay. Back to the tabletop gaming hub. This massive arena that it is. Okay, let's see if we can figure out 52 card pickup. So the active game, right. So when we activate the game, we activate the cards picked up. Do we still want to do the whole inventory clear thing? Also, I think it might be kind of cool to have 52 card pickup have all the cards that are available across all the games. Like, across all the tabletop gaming hub, have them all be available to be picked up. So, like, we have all the Uno cards, we have, like, a green apple and a red apple, we have all the Ono 99 cards, all the dominoes, all the madness cards, all the let's see, what else do we have? We have DOS and projective set, mini golf. Well, the thing is, yeah, okay. The thing is, like, on this. So first off, we do have a lot of games on this server, but also we have a. Okay, we have all this space with which to pick up cards. So we might as well use it, right? Right? That's what I'm thinking anyways. Okay. So we might end up adding more chests, which is fine. Okay. We can maybe place these chests over here. Well, how many chests do we need? Uno cards take up an entire double chest. Presumably DOS does as well. That's actually a lot. I hadn't actually thought that part through. Well, actually, I don't need to. Because here's the thing. So that's all loot table stuff. Let's just do that. So deck up cards 1 and 2 takes care of the that takes care of the standard deck. If we pop into Cripple Mr. Onion, this will have the 4 like. Okay, so let's actually delete those because we also want to include the Cripple Mr. Onion like 4 suits decks. We're just gonna replace all these warped fungus with. Fungus on a stick with paper. And yeah. Doesn't particularly matter what's going on here. Doesn't matter to have custom data. Okay. All that matters is that we don't have right-click ability. Because right-clicking might be disastrous. A stick with place of paper. Put fungus on a stick with paper. Okay. So we'll have all the special cards from Purple Mr. Onion. Let's also add on. We're not going to add all the board game cards because they're from the board game hub. Actually, should we? That might be kind of fun, actually. Should we do that? You know what? Why not? This is 52 code pickup. We might as well. It's the dumbest game on the planet. We might as well have fun with it. Okay. So that means Ticket to Ride. We'll have, I guess we can have normal. There we go. So this is deck of cards 5. We just need one of every kind of card. So warped, fungus on a stick, replace with paper. It doesn't matter what the actual item is. What matters is that it is the thing. So we want the pink, the yellow, the orange, the black. We don't need orange again. We don't need purple again. We do want blue. We need red. We don't need blue again. Actually, nah, screw it. We're just gonna... We might as well just dump all the cards on them. Dump all the cards in their heads. There we go. Who cares? Just as long as we can't right click it, it should be fine. This thing's just gonna explode with cards. This will also give us a good idea of like how many cards actually exist in this this game. Deck of cards 7, deck of cards 8, deck of cards 9. Which tickets do we drop? I guess we could drop, or do we just have one ticket? One brown ticket. Now let's drop all the Europe ones. It's the first map, so we might as well. Okay. Just as long as we replace everything with word fungus on stick, it should be fine. Okay. That's deck of cards 10. Deck of cards 11. And if we really want to, we can always just narrow it down to just 1 through 4, because those are the standard cards. With some extra bits. Okay. There's no point dropping Sudoku things. Actually, we might as well. Why not? Actually, no. There's no point. Those aren't actual cards. Let's drop the... Let's go into the backup world that we have here. And let's see. Apples to apples. Let's just drop all the green apples and red apples. Well, that might be a little intense. Yeah, why not? Let's have some fun with it. What could possibly go wrong? This would be dropping 400 cards on top of the players' heads. We don't have to do that if we don't want to. Oh, those are all loaded paper. How nice. And we don't care about the apples to apples. The Cards Against Humanity ones are the more fun ones anyway. Okay. In fact, you know what? We should actually name these based on what they are. Just on our end here. So, what do we call that? The Ticket to Ride? Yeah. Let's maybe do... Okay, so we have 2 sets of Ticket to Ride. And we have... What's in here? Also Ticket to Ride. Okay. So we got the standard deck of cards. Let's dump on all the Ticket to Ride ones. So we got the trains, and then ticket, the Europe tickets. And once I get the world map, maybe it might be more fun to drop the world map tickets. But I don't have the world map, so we might as well. Oh dear, what have you done? Well, we don't know it. I don't know what I've done yet. This is just an idea for now. Okay. There we go. Ticket to Ride. Data packs. Okay. Uno. Let's drop all the Uno cards. So we want Uno, deck of cards 1. Uno, deck of cards 2. We can also just randomly choose which deck we drop. Like, we don't have to drop all the cards at once. We can just pick which ones we want to dump on players' heads. Flop. Finding all those cards is going to take as long as it takes for you to get a joke. Yeah. For context, in the Gaming Christmas Countdown, episode 2, so this is a 4-way collab with David the Fox, CJ, me, and someone who will not be named. The 4 of us basically, we were in the Nether. This is episode 2, and I was like at half a heart on 2 hunger bars, and I'm like, CJ comes over and goes, "Hey, are you okay?" And I go, "Well, I gathered all these materials from my exploit in the Nether. Take these back to the home base. You got this," and tell my wife I love her. And that was just one of those really dumb things that I just said offhandedly and immediately forgot that I even said it. Now CJ doesn't forget. This turns into a joke where the horse that I had in that world, which I named Nope because it's a synonym for nay, obviously. So Nope gets basically headcanoned as my wife. Now, I did not realize the connection there until way too late, when literally, was it last week, 2 weeks ago, when CJ was like, "Hey, so what," like, just basically mentioned like, "Yeah, no, Nope is your wife because of this reference to the series." You know what the worst part is? First off, it took 3 years to get a joke. Second of all, I've rewatched that series like 3 times since then, and I still didn't get it. Like, well, maybe it's just because I recognize that was just one of those offhanded comments that I made without thinking too much about it. So I was like, okay, you're doing a bit. Right? There are so many times, like, I mean, if I had a nickel for every time, and I'm actually going to use the term properly. If I had a nickel for every time I wrote something off as just being a bit in the last 6 years, I'd probably be a millionaire. That's just... Did your head get enough as my work as the joke I made? Yeah, because we were talking about like the whole tell my wife I love her thing. That's when it finally clicked of like, wait a minute. There were so many times that that I just wrote something off as a bit, only to later realize, oh, that wasn't a bit, you were being serious? Yeah. Right. What a joke. Okay. Scrabble. Okay. And then risk. Table. We do that. We just copy those over and make sure they are papers, not work fungi on sticks. There we go. Projective set. Obviously, we got to have all these cards available. Yeah, it took so freaking long. It took 3 years to get a joke. Okay. And actually, we should clone the deck of cards 1 through 4 to also include all the ones that are marked purple as like special cards, because I do have the full collection, so we might as well. I knew I could make a dumb joke, but 2 dumb sources don't make a positive. What are you sorry about? It was fun. And it is hilarious, I think. So one person C/mark purple. There we go. Okay, so those are all the ones that we marked as purple for being special cards. So, yeah. And then pandemic. Yeah, why the heck not? Dump in all those. Paper. There we go. There we go. Okay. This is actually kind of fun, searching through all the games that I have and extracting all the cards. Like that's kind of fun, actually. Let's see. Oh no, 99. Table. There's gonna be a lot more cards than just 52, obviously. Although, we do have a much bigger arena now, so it actually, I don't know, maybe it makes sense to do? Deck of cards 4. Deck of cards 5. There we go. Mini golf doesn't have anything special. Madness has a deck of cards. Okay. This could also be like a nice little like preview of the game. So I don't know, could be fun. Like somebody playing, I'm imagining somebody playing 52 card pickup might go like, ooh, what's this? What's this card? I've never seen this. What game is it from? And then go exploring around the games and maybe check out a game that they've never seen before. Okay, generals, floors, lava, Egyptian red slab, DOS, the world's greatest game, obviously. We need to obviously include all these. Yeah, like finding a fancy looking egg in an Easter egg hunt. Exactly. Oops. There we go. There's DOS, dominoes. Obviously got to include all these. Oops. We're not going into function. We're going to loot tables. Ooh. Okay. This is dominoes. Deck of cards 2. Okay. There we go. Dominoes. Deck of cards 3. And dominoes. Deck of cards 4. Okay. Coup. Oh, Coup doesn't actually use a loot table, I don't believe. Yeah, Coup doesn't use a loot table, so actually, we're not going to be able to just dump those cards. And I believe Codenames also doesn't either. Oh, it does. Oh. Oh, it very much does. Right, because it uses the same red apples. Okay, so somebody running around might find a ghast spleen. That's gonna be fun. Codenames. Deck of cards 3. Codenames. Deck of cards 4. The funniest part is like, so I think there's only one ghast spleens card in here, which amongst the entire red apple collection, which means like if somebody finds a ghast that might be fun as like a secret advancement. Like if you hold a if you end up holding a ghast spleen card in your hand due to a like 52 card pickup. You know what? Let's make that a secret card thing. See, this is why it's so fun having like a secret card, because like it basically you can scatter it around as like a, hey, if you happen to stumble across this specific alien, push this specific button. It's light gray dye. Yeah. What did these actually look like? Just paper. Okay. Okay. Copy those over. That would be a fun thing. Okay. So the question is, where even is the gassed spleen? Let's see if we can find it. Oh, these are all paper. How nice. Okay. We're looking for a gassed spleen. Not here. There it is. Okay. So, if the name is a gassed spleen, okay, that's important. So we do execute if entity. If the player in their inventory is a paper with item name, not item model, item name, and the item name needs to be gassed spleen. Oops. Secret card give. Okay. If we just run this as a repeating command block, is this going to give a billion secret cards? That's my only worry. Give me a paper with item name gassed spleen. Oh, yep, it spams. Right. I think that's more of a skill issue on my part. Yeah, let's fix that. Function, secret code give. You should only be allowed to have one. If items entity at S is a goat horn, container.star, return 0. You can't gain the card that you already have. There we go. Reload. I guess we'd have to nuke the cards. Okay. Let's throw that one away and delete. Okay, good. There we go. So if you found a gassed spleen, you're going to get the secret card. There we go. Function admin. Remove. There we go. Specifically as at A, bracket equals card games in overworld. There we go. So, there we go. You found the secret card. And you also found yourself a gassed spleen. So, there we go. You got yourself something that's omega cursed. The one super cursed thing. Like, well, actually, it's not the one mega cursed thing on this server. There's certainly much worse things here. But that's like the prime example of something silly and dumb. Okay, excellent. Now, back to the search through all the cards. Okay. So we got code names. Chinese checkers doesn't have cards. Those don't have cards. Those don't have cards. Azul has cards. But it doesn't use the data. It doesn't use the loot table though. Okay. Apples to apples. We already yoinked those. Okay. I think right here in this collection we have all of the cards on the server. Every single one. Holy moly. Okay. Okay, I think let's try to trim this list down just a wee bit. And then we also have Castle Risk. Okay. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then I'll be right back. Yes, CJ, you've stolen my chair literally before. The aerosol. Gassed spleens. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We also got to go through all of these cards and make sure they're paper items, not warp fungi on sticks. Because the warp fungi actually make them functional. We want these to be just cards. Okay, so let's switch by date modified. So all the older ones here are ones that have not been updated yet, but these are already paper. Yay. Okay. Oh no, 99. Nope, doesn't work fungi. Let's fix that. Oh. Okay. We gotta replace warped fungus on a stick with paper. In fact, we should do that for... We can do it for all these at once. There we go. So yeah, this is going to become very much like a Easter eggy kind of game, where it'll be a surprise. This is actually like surprise. You thought you were just doing 52 card pickup. Well, actually, there's a whole lot more cards in this game. You should go check. There's a whole lot more card games on this server. You should go check them out. Okay, it's all a ploy to do advertising, obviously. Okay. Right, so if we go into 52 card pickup, not there, function. Oh, duh. Yep. Okay. So let's do, okay. So maybe we can place these chests directly on top of here. Actually, 93, 117, 321. That should do it. Okay. There we go. So we're doing that. And we gotta load in all of these. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You know what? We'll keep this going for a little while. It's been a while since we've streamed. I might as well have some fun. Okay. So now it's cards against green. Deck of cards 1 through 4. Let's see how bad this is before we... And if it ends up being too horribly laggy, then we'll adjust it so that it like randomly chooses maybe like 3 or 4 of these chests to spread around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. $129, $130. Yeah, exactly. Chooses 52 cards out of this whole collection. I know, what a twist. Okay. Which would make finding the gas spleen even more challenging. Okay. So that's Castle Risk. Deck of cards 1. Okay. Then 44. We do code names, deck of cards 1, and I got 12 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then we got deck of cards 1 through 8 already, so that's fine. Default, those are all the Scrabble ones. One, two, three, 4. Seven, 8, 9. And then dominoes. Oh, dos. No, dominoes. Dominoes next. Dominoes. Deck of cards 1. 3, 4. This will also be... It's going to be a while before Cripple Mr. Onion is ready to play, so this will also be the only way to access like the King of Cups and the extra 4 suits that come with Cripple Mr. Onion. Because yeah, Cripple Mr. Onion has 8 distinct suits. Dos. Okay, the next ones are the infection cards. Oh, this is also fun because you don't normally get to see the epidemic cards on the with Pandemic, even though I made textures for it. But you just don't see it. So, yeah, this is also a great time to showcase those. sneak peek. It's Sneaky Mountain. Madness, deck of cards 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You know what? Let's turn on some of the not instrumental of Good Kid. Because the lyrics for Good Kid are actually pretty good as well. Favorite, of course, being Good Kid 3. So let's do it. Oh my gosh. Music with lyrics on this live stream? You know, sometimes that crazy things happen. Okay. We have Oh No 99. Deck of cards 1, 3, 4, 5. I don't like change, but I'm not afraid. I can't keep it together over anyway. When every page is in disorder, everything will be okay. I don't like change, but I'm not afraid. I can't keep it together over anyway. You know what? Let's turn up the new sound. Because this is a good song. It's a good song by Good Kid. Heyo. But I don't like change, but I'm not afraid. I can't keep it together for anyway. On every page is disorder, it will be okay. But I don't like change, but I'm not afraid. I can't keep it together for anyway. On every page is disorder, it will be okay. This song really speaks to me on in a really deep way. I like it a lot. Okay. We have tickets. There we go. And there we go. Mimi's Delivery Service. This is an interesting song. I'm not sure what it has to do with like Kiki's Delivery Service, but okay. It's clearly a reference, but I don't know. Okay. There's the train, and last one is Uno. There we go. Okay. So this should now have all the cards. $117. Two, three. Okay. And then we choose a bunch of a bunch of cards to keep. So we're gonna tag. So we're gonna tag these. We're gonna limit to 52. Sort equals random. Specifically any tags that are not. There we go. Add keep me. And we're going to kill off all the other items that aren't tagged that. There we go. Nice. And then spread them everywhere. Okay. And now, okay. Then we're gonna place a redstone block here. And this will run function, 52 card pickup, active game. So that's going 97, 100, 326. There we go. And we can pretty much just make it a fully functional game at this point. So, end game. Say, yay, you picked up all the cards. Execute in. Minecraft overworld. Run set block there, sandstone. Okay. And then for active game, we don't need that. And then we put predict equals card games in overworld. There we go. Cool. And that, oh, we need to update the spread players. Right. So I think we can spread them around this beacon. And, okay. Spread players, 106, 320. Spread distance, we can do a radius of, say, 50 blocks. Oh, spread distance, 2 blocks apart, 50 out. Respect teams, oh, no. Under, we want to go under a particular amount so that we don't accidentally end up with cards on the roof. Don't respect teams. And then all the cards. Okay. There we go. Okay. And this should now be a fully functional game. Oops. Cool. Let's do /reload. And let's see just how badly this breaks my computer. Okay. Let's do 52 card pickup. Yo! Hey, it's actually kind of cool. It actually works really well. Okay. What did I pick up? Dropper. Orange train. Okay. Okay. I'm going to teleport myself to @n type equals item. Okay. Oops. It's the 8 of spades. That's a blaze rod. Uh-oh. 10 of staves. Oh no. Looks like we don't actually have the... That's unfortunate. City card red. Okay, so it looks like Cripple Mr. Onion is missing the mark purple ones. Okay. We got red card for Bangkok. We got Ender Chest. Black card Kolkata. We got 7 of Hearts. We got letter A. Red apple. Oh, what's this red apple? Zombies dream of becoming a professional dancer. Talking dirt block philosopher. Yellow number wild. Admiral. Very nice. E. Green number. Oh, this one's on a roof. Oh no. Okay. I think we might have to decrease. Okay. Ender Dragon. Yellow 8. 7 of Spades. Blue ingredient. City card pink. What's the city card? Soul. Nice. Blue 0. Splash potion. 9 of Swords. Infection card pink. Going to Kolkata. Green apple. Oh, what's this one? Accidentally angering an Enderman by staring at its blank. Blue 7. Red apple. A rare trident. Pig. Reverse. Is it just green reverse? Oh, it's an Odo 99 reverse. Okay. Majestic Castle. Bat. Black Train. Oh, you landed inside the arena. That's fun. Minecart. Green 3. Diplomat. Red apple. What's this one? Using a carrot as a makeshift torch. Nice. Spy. Axe. Blue 1. 01000000. That's the projective set. Nice. Paper. Oh. Western United States. Okay. Green apple. The sheep in this biome have evolved to grow blank instead of wool. Red 9. Add 8. Concrete powder. Oh, this one ended up on a roof as well. Okay. 5 of diamonds. E. Again. Red apple. A peaceful farm animal. Red ingredient. 2 of... Oh, no. Oh, this ended up under the world. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Okay, then. I can't find it. Under the arena. Yeah, okay. So we gotta adjust some things. But so far, this has turned out great. Okay. Let's do... Okay, let's see if we can do... When we begin the game, instead of doing under that, we just... let's do false at E. And then, as part of active game, for anything that is on top of a roof or under the arena, we will simply move it. Okay. So execute as at E, but it equals... Okay. So for each one, we're gonna do run execute add at S. If block. So if the block underneath it is an oak stairs, that's what these roof blocks are made of. Oops. There we go. So we need oak stairs and oak planks. Those are the no-no blocks. So if there, then spread players to elsewhere. Okay, so oak stairs is no, oak planks is no. Any wool, because that would mean it's popped up on top of the tent. We want to remove those. Or at least move them somewhere else. So I think we can do hashtag wool. If block. Okay. So this should work if I'm standing above any block. Wait, what? Oh, right. Very nice. Okay. So if you're standing on a wool, then move somewhere else. What other blocks need to be banned? Probably not good to be on top of the thing up here. So if these are stone stairs, remove them off the roof. So this is stone stairs. And maybe also just keep it off the water tower in general. So dark oak planks. And also off the dark oak fence. So there should be none here, and none on top of the dark oak fence. They can pop up anywhere on this parkour course, but not on top of the tower. And then pretty much any other block should be fine. Okay. Including on top of this fountain, because you are in fact able to climb on top of it and extract items from on top. Okay. Should be fine now. Okay. So this will be part of the active game. Okay, let's run this experiment again. Oops. All right. Oh, also, did the game turn on and off properly? Well, I mean, I don't see the scoreboard anymore, so evidently it did. Yay! Okay. Let's test that one more time. This time I'm going to go in adventure mode. Okay. 52 card pickup. Okay. Do the same thing where we teleport to the nearest item. Okay. We got an 8 of swords. We got a red apple, which says a grand castle gate. 2 of coins, broken. Green apple. I built a time machine out of blank and accidentally traveled to a prehistoric Minecraft era. Fun. A. Red 8. Cyan concrete powder. Admiral. Locomotive. Red apple. A grand library. Green 4. Add 5. 02 domino. Fun. Yellow 9. Cooked beef. 7-7 domino. Okay, someone's gonna lose their mind if they find the 6-7 domino. Good card. Red apple. Trying to tame a skeleton. Red 8. Yellow 8. Red apple. Chicken's dream of becoming a professional skydiver. Green 9. Red apple. Enderman's quest to become a professional jazz pianist. CJ? Oh my gosh, you haven't told me yet. I bet it's going amazing. Please send a pic. Anyways, Parrot with a passion for opera singing. By the way, for those of you all confused, canonically, CJ is Princess of the Enderman, hence why CJ Purple Princess. So, yeah. Blue 3, 111110. Nice. King of coins, broken. Blue 4, city card blue. Ooh. Madrid. 001000. Projective set. Nice. Red apple. A shiny gold ingot. Marshall. Orange train. Grass block. City card pink. Washington, D.C. Green 7. Oh, 2 red apples here. A pig that dreams of being... Whoops. Dreams of being on a fisherman. What? A cozy fireplace. This is like the one time that this is why it's so fun having ChatGPT, because pig being on a fisherman, that's pretty funny. 9 of saves. Ticket. Ooh. Ticket Angora to Athena, 5 points. King of coins. Green 9. 8-10 domino. Stop. Green apple. The sheep in this biome have evolved to go blank instead of wool. Nice. Yellow train. Green ingredient. Purple block. Infection card red. Manila. Green train. Yay, picked up all the cards. Okay. This is working. This is totally working. This is so cool. Yay! Okay, now the real test. Can you push this twice and turn it into a 104 card pickup? Okay. First off, any type equals item. Yes. Okay, so that works. Okay, Steve, acacia log, red apple, a cozy igloo, green apple, discovered a hidden blank dungeon deep underground, red apple, a secret code hidden in an extremely obvious door. Add 10, 03 domino, 712 domino, bell, purple wool, blue 5, blue train, red apple. It's a grand library. 100010, nice. Stray, 101010, that's that one, nice. 10111100, that's whatever that one is. Green apple. While mining for diamonds, I accidentally uncovered a cave full of blank. Red 5. Play 2. Odo 99. Subtract 10. City card yellow. Bogota. Blue ingredient. Tea. Color. Ticket. To. Oh, this one's on a roof. Really? Why did this not get moved somewhere else? Yeah, it should have been. How strange. Blue carpet. Red carpet. Queen of swords. Broken. Red apple. Trying to milk a chicken. Infection code black. Going to Istanbul. Green ingredient. Also on a roof. Why are you on a roof? What are you? An oak slab. Aha, that's why. Okay. Let's update that. So if you're on an oak slab, also move. Okay. Active game. Oak planks. Oak slab. Reload. Okay. Green ingredient. Good. Gets teleported elsewhere. Excellent. Okay. 10001. Nice. Add 10. Red apple. Oh, picked up. Okay. Red apple. Offering a witch a skincare routine. Ticket. Going. Rest to Marcel. Green apple. I built a time machine out of blank and accidentally traveled to a prehistoric Minecraft era. Red apple. Using a cake as a spy disguise. Oh no. We don't know what that red apple said. 3-7 domino. Red apple. Using a slime as a bouncy castle. Yellow 1. Subtract 10. Brown wool. City card black. Istanbul. Infection card pink. Madrid. Green 4. Red apple. Attempting to build a golem, make a golem out of bubblegum. Move 2. 5-8 domino. Red apple. Offering a creeper party hat. Red apple. A cozy fireplace. Polar bear. Green apple. In a wacky world of Minecraft, players are now competing in a sport called blank blank. That projected set card. Add 1. Green apple. I encountered a hidden village where the inhabitants communicate using blank. Red apple. Trying to tame a dolphin with a beach ball. Red apple. Oh no, lost that one too. Red 6. Red ingredient. 1000, that one. Crossbow. Blue 3. Red apple. A rare emerald ore. Tickets. Copenhagen to Frankfurt, 5 points. Green ingredient. Yellow 9. Red apple. Trying to use a rabbit as a speedy mode of transportation. Marshall. Green 4. 4-12 domino. 10 of spades. Red apple. Exploring the nether. Red 7. Yellow train. Blue train. 8 of spades. Infection code blue. I don't know what city. Infection code red. Osaka. V. City code black. Riyadh. Emerald. That one. Red apple. A painting depicting a group of immortal beings playing poker. Yellow number wild. Red apple. Trying to make a cat fetch like a dog. 3 of spades. Red skip. King of clubs. 10 of spades. Green apple. That's, I discovered a hidden cave filled with glowing blank-eating mushrooms. 9 of diamonds. Red reverse. Move 2. Spy. Phantom membrane. Add 4. Ticket. Don't know what where. Red apple. Using a cake as a stepping stone in lava. Green apple. Building a roller coaster that goes to a blank biome. 8 of diamonds. Red apple. And we picked up all the cards. Yay! Okay, this works! Woo! Alright, I'm very happy about this. We have enough random nonsense to make for hopefully an interesting 52 card pickup game. Yay! I'm so happy! Okay. Okay. 52 code pickup is officially available and ready to play. And as far as the distribution goes, let's just check and see how it looks. Let's just spawn a bunch of cards. So this is 200 something card pickup. There's nothing on the roofs. There's a bunch of stuff on these paths. And they're relatively close to the main hub area here. Maybe it might be worth spreading around. Oh, this guy's face down. What's up with that? All right, because it's a white train. Nice. Yep, you got the 3 of cups. Yay! Oh, this is so cool. Yep, just picking up random cards. That's fun. Sweet. Oh, you know what would be, you know what might be kind of smart? What if we also displayed how many cards remain to be picked up? Okay. Execute store result score. Available. Picked up. Run. Execute if. No, wait, just do if entity at E, but it equals card games in dimension. Type equals paper. Tag equals keep me. Type equals item. Tag equals keep me. There we go. And then to end the game, we also do a scoreboard, players, reset, available. Oh, it doesn't update properly. That's weird. If entity at E, tag equals keep me. There's 204 of them. What are you talking about? Active game. Oh, weird. Okay. Oh, in Overworld, that's why. Letter. In Overworld. There we go. Reload. Nice. Wait, why isn't it updating? Okay. Yay! That's fun. What's up, David the Fox? Good to see ya. We just made we just got the 52 card pickup working. So, yay! So yeah, you can run all around the arena and grab all the cards. And you can see how many are available to be picked up. In this case, I pushed a button 4 times, so that's why there's so many cards available to be picked up, but normally it chooses 52 cards completely at random across all of the card games that we have. Every single one. So, yeah, there's a lot of them, and you'll have like the red apples of like attempt to make a golem out of feathers, a sparkling diamond, and stone brick, 2/3 domino. Like, yeah, it has all of the available options. I'm so incredibly happy with this. It's so cool. Yay. Okay. Let me just do, let me just make sure that none are like on a roof. Okay. Okay, so it looks like most of them are out in the open, so that's good. Okay, good. So none of them are underneath the arena. None of them are on top of a roof. This is good. This is great. This works. Sweet. Okay. I'm just making sure that none of them popped up on a roof or something. Okay. This works really well. Yep, this is crossover chaos. Yay! You picked up all the cards. Yay! All right. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Sweet. All right, 52 card pickup officially active as an available game to play. Oh. Where's Avocado Toast? Hello? Did Avocado Toast die? And if he did, how? Oh no. Did Avocado Toast die? Let's check the logs. What happened to Avocado Toast? Let's see here. It might. Yeah, it wasn't here this time. What happened to avocado toast? Where is avocado toast? Okay, I think this is when we were testing out the full bait. Yeah. I don't see the chat message saying that he died. So where is avocado toast? Okay. Can't find avocado toast. Yeah, that's what I just searched. You got us Avocado Toast Jr. using. Oh yeah, we have the golden dandelion now. That's assuming we can find avocado toast somewhere. There he is! Oh, Avocado Toast Jr. What's your tag? What's the tags? Okay. Oh, Avocado Toast Jr. Don't scare me like that. Oh, okay. If not, we would have had to have a Avocado Toast Jr. Jr. In fact, should we have Avocado Toast Jr. Jr.? Yay. Okay. Avocado Toast the third. Okay. Avocado Toast Jr. Yeah. Baby. Okay, this is avocado toast. I think if we name, let's see, data get entity custom name avocado toast junior, and now I'm giving you the golden dandelion. Now where would that be? Food and drinks. Okay. You are now frozen. And your name shall be. Custom name avocado toast junior. There we go. This is avocado toast junior. Baby. Or Nutella toast. Avocado toast junior. Oh, actually, technically this is a new one. This isn't like a this isn't a clone of the original avocado toast. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's name Nutella toast. I like that. Excellent. So I got avocado toast and Nutella toast. Congrats, avocado toast. You got a baby. And we got to make sure that this guy cannot possibly be hurt by any means. So to do that, we set the invulnerable tag. There we go. Let's make sure no others. Okay. What other tags did we put on here? We got the position, got the modifiers. Oh. We got a bunch of things. exploit positions. Okay. In love, invulnerable. That's the main one. And then also resistance. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's do the same for the Teletoast then. So we're gonna do effect give you resistance infinite. 5 no particles. There we go. Okay, so now, I'm sorry, Nutella Toast, this is for science. I should not be able to hurt the guy. Oh, clearly by skill issue, I'm still not able to hurt the guy. But this guy should now be invulnerable. Yes! It works. You can't hurt him. Just like how you can't hurt Avocado Toast Jr. Excelente. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can leash the 2. Okay. Hey, Nutella Toast. Get over here. Nope. There we go. Nutella Toast, come follow your mama. And mama, come over here. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah, baby sniffers have a different shade of green. It's kind of fun. Oops. Oh, no. Alright. Come over here, please. All right. There we go. And Nutella Toast. There we go. Yep. Avocado Toast and Nutella Toast. Yay! I love how there's now the sound effect when the lead snaps. Like that works really good. Okay, there we go. Avocado Toast and Nutella Toast. That's so cool. All right. Okay. So we got 52 card pickup working again, and we've got musical chairs is the next thing. So we haven't gotten laser tag working again, but that's fine. So yeah, we got Avocado Toast had a baby named Nutella Toast, and we've got 52 card pickup works. So with that, I think that's a very good, productive live stream. We've now mostly updated the Game Hub to 26.1. Unfortunately, ambient light should still be 1 before what you've done, which should be the technical light level everywhere. Oh, if you want it to visually be fully bright, then you need to add that additional environment attribute. This might be... So the reason we hadn't updated the whole server is because the dimensions were super dark, and yeah, that's not you shouldn't be joining the Dark Wizard Order every time you go to a dimension. But with this, I think we have ourselves potentially a solution. Let's find out. Visual ambient light color. Here we go. We need to be upright, exactly. Man, the people outside of this chat who, the people outside of the chat are gonna have no idea what I'm referring to. I'm of course referring to the book Flute Tutor and the Secret Order by J.J. Jones, which is a phenomenal book. You should you should gather together a bunch of friends and read it and tear it to pieces, because it is phenomenal in just how absolutely garbage it is. Do not be swayed by down leftness. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, did we fix the dark dimensions? Let's find out. And then if we did, we end the stream there as it's all fixed with soon to update updating the server is going to take a while, but we can now go to the dimension and it's bright! Woo! Okay, sweet! The dimensions are bright again! And we can set the Oh, I just realized something. We do this. Does this do what I think it does? Because in fact, this might have not only fixed full bright, it may have in fact done something far cooler. We can make the dimension any color we want. This is so insanely, amazingly cool. Yeah. We can make the dimensions any color we want. So by default, it's going to be white. That's the full bright mode. But CJ, keep that in mind. Yes. Clue. Well, okay. So unfortunately, this only works with like a full dimension. Oh, wait a minute. We can do that with the biomes. We can create custom biomes. Okay. David the Fox, by the way, I'm scaling back some clue stuff. We're not doing a creative mode. We're not doing procedurally generating. So sorry for the disappointment, but that is entirely because of just chalk it up to skill issue on my part. I will not be able to do that. So I'm sure there's going to be people who are much more talented than I am. After all, there's people who replied to my message and told me how to fix the full bright. But I, specifically, am not going to be able to do that kind of stuff. Yay! Fulbright is working again! Woo! Okay. And with that, talk about a happy ending. Let's go over to the Board Game Hub and celebrate, and we'll end the stream right at 10 o'clock. Let's see if we can time it perfectly to 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, because that's what time it is right now. In these uncertain times, it is not always clear what time it is. When the times are uncertain, it is not always certain what time it is. Where are the toasts? Yes! So we've now expanded our family. We have Phantom Toast, we have Avocado Toast Jr, and Nutella Toast. Yay! Okay. And with that, I'm gonna pull up the clock app just so that I can time it exactly to the minute. Okay. We're almost one minute down. AJR, not air. The song "Bane" by AJR fits your outro. Oh, that's fun. I love AJR. They're so cool. Yeah. It's you're right in the feels. AJR songs, like, they're basically so. Yeah, I like how like direct they are. I'm not like a huge fan of like overly metaphorical poetry and stuff. AJR does like a they stab you in the heart multiple times, and then they comment about like, huh, isn't it funny that I just stabbed you? Anyway, stab. It's so cool. Yeah, following my recent breakup, a song I would be listening to a lot is Inertia, Touchy Feely Fool, and a bunch of other stuff. Will Small's violin, phenomenal. And then also, I believe, on a previous stream, my ex and I actually sang Steve's Going to London together on stream. So, yeah. So, go back to like August or September. That's probably when that happens. But, yeah. HR's new ones? Holy smokes, I gotta check that out. Okay, anyways. Thank y'all for watching! Ow. Whee. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye!